Dana White is an old, fat, bald man who is ruining the UFC, and I am here to replace him as a young, fat, haired man. And here are the changes I will do to make the UFC better. Starting off with bringing back customized attire. This is GSP with his, what is it? What's it called? What's it called before I get it wrong and disrespect one of the goats out here with his karate gi. Why did I not remember that? His karate gi. And if you're wondering why he's wearing karate gi, this is him as a young man. If it works. God damn it. Maybe it doesn't. This is him as a young man. There is a story behind that gi in his walkout that has been taken away from us, from him, and from the fans because of sponsorships done by the UFC, done by Dana White. This is 13-year-old George St. Pierre in his Kyokushin demo. There is story behind that gi. There is character when he walks out. You could tell who he is. He's what? To the code. He's respectful because he has the gi. He lets you know who he is in that walkout. And we should give that back to people who want to do that. Imagine how cold and how hard it would be if Alex Pereira came out in his Brazilian native indigenous attire. Look at this man next to him. Man, I think he's a man. I'm not. Look at this person next to him. Imagine how cold Alex Pereira would look like and how intimidating he would look like walking out like this and not in his Venom fight kit. Imagine if Alex Pereira came in like this, minus the face paint. If he came out with the headband, with the armband, with the necklace, shot his bow and arrow, that would be a lot more entertaining, a lot more intimidating, and a lot more of a spectacle than just him walking out with his Venom attire. And that goes for everybody. This is, oh, damn it. Oh no, I ruined it. All right, fuck it. This is a thing that the UFC wants to implement, which is the customized gloves, which is great because that's personality that's gonna be shown in the fight. That's what I want. That's what I'm asking for as a new Dana White. The problem I have with these gloves is that this is gloves made by the UFC, accepted by the UFC, and given to the fighters. Whereas this would be chosen by the fighters to tell their story and their personality, rather than Holloway being like, yeah, it's cool, man. Yeah, it's cool. I like that. That's cool, man. They're cool. And just accepting it. It's not the same thing. It's going the right way. But I think the sponsorship, despite making money for the UFC, now that they're worth $7.7 billion, maybe they could bring it back a little bit and allow fighters to have more personality and more character. Next one is, I'll talk about this in a second because I want to keep on going with this. Conor McGregor in his walkout had a fog machine going to hype it up. Look at these cold ass photos. Look how fucking good it looks. And the UFC, $7.7 billion as of this January, next month, can't afford a fog machine. Won't afford a fog machine for the biggest fighters they have out there. They're not trying to make these fighters bigger. They're not trying to make the walkouts cooler. They're trying to be boring, fine, safe. I don't know what they're trying to be, but they're not trying. I think that's the problem. Imagine if Islam Makhachev walked out with this cold-ass horse in all-black attire as if he's walking down the mountains of Dagestan. Imagine if Sean Strickland came out with his motorcycle in his entrance. That is personality. That is something they probably would have chosen. That is something that's going to bring more eyes into the UFC for the casual fans. The casual fans are going to come in at only a low cost of like what, $8 or $12 a month with the Paramount deal. A Paramount deal they might already have if they like South Park. These are interesting things to do and ways to go. And let's bring it back here, because this is the MMA hour. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. But Michael MVP reveals what Undertaker walkout he wanted to do in 220 in UFC 299. Now, this is him versus Kevin Holland. This is his debut. And here at 10:30, he's going to talk about it. Oh, let me mute it.
Let's go dark. And everybody's looking at the tunnel, waiting for me to walk out. And the spotlight was going to go onto the cage, and I was going to be in the cage. Yeah, so everyone's going to be like, do my sign just as the tune really drops. I do my sign, and when it drops, then the lights cut again and come back on, and I'm in the same position back at the tunnel.
What?
So everyone's like, wait, what? Like, wait, what? But what it was is my brother was going to be the one in the cage, and he's going to have the hood on. And anytime I lose weight, me and him are so similar as well. So you would, because he's got hair, but because he's got the hood on, you would.
Now, for the gist, he wanted to have a cool entrance like Undertaker, his sibling in the cage, hiding somewhere, him walking out, lights shut off, Michael Venom Page disappears, but now his brother appears when the lights come back on shortly after, and people are wondering how to get there, and then they turn off again, and now MVP's back on the walkout. Is that UFC worthy? I mean, is that UFC a fight entrance? No, that's a WWE type of entrance, the Undertaker type of entrance. Now, what's the problem with having that in the UFC? Now, we haven't talked about it, but it's been a thing since early UFC where UFC wanted to brand themselves differently than the WWE. There was too much comparisons between them and the WWE. So they wanted to have no form of entertainment like that. They wanted to prove that their fights are real, that the storylines are real, and that there's real damage, real fighters, and real conflicts and I forgot what the other word I was going with. Real damage, real fights. They wanted that, so they didn't want to do anything like WWE, right? But now that the UFC has been has been itself for such a long time, it is what it is. Let people have a little bit more fun. You go draw it back now. The UFC is a sport. People know what the UFC is. People aren't confused with the UFC and the WWE anymore. So let's make UFC a little bit more interesting. The walkouts are more interesting. Am I right? We don't need to bring out explosives, pyrotechnics. We don't need to bring out like fucking weird shit, right? That the WWE would do. We don't need to have weird entrances. But live music, Ilya Taporia with some fucking live mariachi band behind him with his exit. Imagine Jirproshk with live drums, like fucking going to war drums behind him. Lil Wayne walked out with Dustin Poirier, and he didn't even rap or anything. It was just a famous guy behind Dustin Poirier. I mean, I don't need it to be like boxing. Like, I don't need a fucking halftime show. Like, at all. I don't want a halftime show at all. But maybe let's just like let a dude walk out with his horse if he wants to. Like, how cool would that be? Then he unmounts. He has like fucking people undress him like a fucking god because this is our GOAT. And if you say he wants to go fight Shemaev and we tell him, nah, you can't walk out with a GOAT, bro. Imagine that. That'd be crazy. Let him walk out with a GOAT. A little goes a long way. This is a little bit more than a little, but I think making if I was Dana White and I was in control of the UFC, let the walkouts be a little bit more interesting, at least. A little bit more interesting. Next one is quarterly fights. This, we saw this a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, where these champs and contenders were on stage and they were having a press conference. That's cool, but this is only for the first 2 months of the UFC. Let's have this again. GOATs, previous GOATs, all champs at the same time. Why can't we have this with them? Imagine if say we don't have the most dumbest fucking reporters out there, and we have people ask questions like to Hamza Shemaev, like, would he rather, what's an easier fight, Makhachev or Alex Pereira? Which one he's looking for more to? Would you ask Alexander Volkanovski if he thinks Max Holloway has a chance against 155 Ilya Taporia? Does Tom Aspinall think he could take out Alex Pereira in 1 round? These are questions you could ask to these people. They could ask them if they think Joshua Vance is a real champ or not. Instigate. Be wormy about it. Ariel Helwani got shit for it. Now people are too scared to fucking be wormy. Instigate. Storylines. Make this shit a little bit fucking more entertainment. I love the sport, and the sport is only in the cage, but outside of it, it should be pure entertainment. It should be pure entertainment outside the cage. And we're not getting none of that at all. Hardly any interviews that are fucking good. We're interviewing these people, the fucking fighters and champs, during their weight cut. During the week of their weight cut when they're fucking low energy and don't want to talk to anybody. And we're putting a Nina drama in front of them and telling them, yeah, try to be interesting. Promote this fight, because we're not going to promote it. If I'm Dana White, I'm doing my best to put them in a place where they're going to be fucking angry at each other, where they're going to be fucking willing to talk shit and face little, at least hopefully face little repercussion because it's entertainment, that part. And then the sport comes in the cage. And now that we're talking about more in the cage, if I'm Dana White, I am dealing with these judges. Here is Rampage. This is Rampage Jackson talking about the judges in the UFC. Now, hopefully I don't get in trouble for this. This is a TikTok. Don't know how it works. I'm new to YouTube. But breaking Rampage Jackson unveils most UFC judges do not know anything about UFC, MMA, which is why we get terrible decisions. He is not wrong. I'm not going to play this because I'm scared. And here this one he talks about being in the tough fight and watching a judge, a single mom judge, distracted by her kid. And it flashes a face of a judge. Not saying it's her. She had her kid running around and she was distracted. This was judging the Tough House. Now, if you don't know who this lady is right here, let me explain to you This is Adelaide Bird. Was the boxing judge at the center of a major controversy at the first Canelo versus Triple G fight 2017 after scoring an astonishing 118 and 110 for Canelo. The score was so wide, many felt it was absurd and suggested corruption. I don't know if she is corrupt or she just, But to be that far gone, where people are suggesting this is corruption and thinking, oh, she can't be this dumb. This has to be some form of corruption. She has to be a millionaire with how shit this was. She suggested Canelo won 10 of the 12 rounds, which the other judges who had a draw and a 115 or 113 for Triple G. So the worst case scenario is that it was a draw, and best case scenario is that it was a win for Triple G. She scored it 10 out of 12 rounds for Canelo. Now we continue this. Okay, that's in boxing. Well, let me tell you this. The commission temporarily stood her down for a small break. And guess where she went? To the UFC. Adelaide Bird is the center of, again, controversial UFC judge Adelaide Bird credentials questioned by boxing's legendary trainer over Gane and Volkov debacle. Furthermore, her decision scored, she judged the Canelo fight, shit judge, and then she judged the Volkov versus Gane fight, shit judging. Furthermore, her decision to score Leonard Garcia over Nam Pham in the Ultimate Fighter 12 finale back in 2010 was garnered controversy. After all, she was the only judge to favor Garcia in that match. She has become an unwanted judge in the UFC, and her resume includes more controversial decisions. I'm not going to go into those. I'm going to talk about Leonard Garcia versus Nam Pham. I have an article here pulled, and watch this video. This is back in 2018. Leonard Garcia, Nam Pham, the worst decision in UFC history. Nam Pham is surprised he lost. Joe Rogan is comforting him because he knows this was a robbery. In depth analysis, as scores are read, Nam Pham is shocked. Even look at his face. He's shocked. He's hearing the scoreboards. He's shocked. Adelaide Bird is judging this. He puts his head down knowing he lost. Garcia wins. He's fucking shocked. His judges, his fucking coaches are shocked. They're like, I don't know about that. And you could just watch this clip and take it as he lost. Adelaide Bird, I don't know what to do with this, but holy crap, just watched the fight on Fight Pass and had it 30-27 to Pham. Robbery, plain and simple. Robbery of the Year award. Secondary major robbery committed by behalf of Garcia after the first. This is a thing. And this is Alexander Volkov talking about how furious he is at the judge, Adelaide Bird, for scoring the fight in favor for Ciryl Gane. I don't know if she works on her judging skills or she just sometimes comes to watch the fights because she likes it and gives the victory however she likes. Maybe she likes Ciryl Gane's body more. What else can you do? This is a judge. You have no power over them, and they have no care if they ruin a life or not. This is a ruining a life. Volkov would have gotten a chance at the title again against Tom Aspinall. Instead, we got Gane. All because one judge was incompetent. Adelaide Bird. It's not even one judge. That's the problem, too. This is Sal D'Amato. Whenever I hear Sal D'Amato's name as a judge in a fight, I am worried. That should not happen. For a judge to worry me in a fight, an external source to come and have potentially fuck up the fight. This is Tyra versus Royval. Saudi Amato gave it to Tyra. And then everybody else, which is the other two judges, gave it 48. So they had him lose 2 rounds, 2-3. And then don't understand how the guy still has a job. He has practically every card in 9-10. Sort of split decision. He is known for being shit as a judge. And he's a judge. He's still a judge. He's also fan slammed Saudi Amato after indefensible UFC scorecard. Fans took over Twitter to blast Saudi Amato. His scores were indefensible after UFC Vegas 47. The main event bout between Jack Hermanson and Sean Strickland went to the judge scoreboard. It seemed it would have go unanimously in Sean Strickland's favor, but the shock of many fans, one judge scored the fight to Hermanson. Saudi Amato scored rounds 1, 3, and 5 in favor of Jack Hermanson, despite the other two judges giving him only one round apiece. So in 2 judges, it was 49-46, and the Saudi Amato gave Jack Hermanson the win. I don't know how. I don't know how you look at this fight and think about it. Same thing with the Paulo Costa fight. It could be that just Sean Strickland is boring or he might be insufferable outside the cage, but that shit shouldn't matter. Just criteria. And that criteria should dictate who's winning. Not opinion. This should not be opinion to to that type of stuff. If you're a judge, right? Next, there's Ariel Helwani talking about the UFC. If I am Dana White, let me read this first. Some interesting factoids about 306, which was the Sphere event. Next weekend, per the promotion, this will be the first 1080p video TV broadcast of the UFC event in ESPN history. The first 1080p TV broadcasting in the UFC event promotion history. We just getting 1080p. We were at 720p for all those years. I didn't even notice. I thought my Wi-Fi was just shit. I thought the stream was just bad. I thought it was my fault. Knowing the only reason, and this is the only reason, because it was a Sphere card and they had wanted to make it big and they spent $20 million on it. We just have now got 1080p streaming as of a year ago. Why? We can't afford fog machines for Conor. Or we could afford fog machines for Conor, but not anybody else. And we could barely afford good cameras, good streaming setups on this fight, on fights. We just got valued at $7.7 billion and we just unlocked 1080p. There's fucking live streamers out there with better streaming, higher quality streaming, better stream cameras, better production. But we get this. We were 720p, bro. 720p hasn't been the shit since like 2012, 2015, man. Why are we doing that now? All right, better cameras. That's another change I'm doing. If I'm Dana White, which I should be, I don't want to be Dana White, but I should be the next leader of the UFC, dictator of the UFC. That should be me. All right, next is more cameras, along with better camera quality and better stream quality. More cameras. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Just like cinematography. This is just amazing. And I know it can't be the same. There's reasons why. But imagine if we saw Usman get knocked out and it was in this form. That shit would be hanging back there, man. If we got this portrait, but with Usman and Leon Edwards walking away, headshot dead. Or even the Carlos Prates getting fucking knocking out Leon Edwards, headshot dead. I just want more angles, man. Make it more cinematic. I think this angle is just the one I chose because this picture stood out for me for a long time. I love this picture. Iconic picture. If we could implement this bird's eye view in the UFC, we should. I want to see people laying on their back, laying on their body. If it's just for a photo or if it's for a video and seeing the replay, I think this is a great perspective to have or view to have in a fight. Jesus Christ, he's fucking dead. All right. Next one. I am the leader of the UFC. I'm the dictator. Knees and kicks to a grounded opponent. There's no reason you should be safe on your knees in a fight. There is no reason you should look like Aljamain Sterling here and feel safe and be safe. in a fight, in a cage fight. The fact you could be all knees, head, ass up, palms down, ready in front of another man in spandex shorts, and you feel safe, that is the pussiest shit out there. And I won't have it in my promotion. I won't have it in my fights. This man should be able to get kneed in his fucking dome. I love the Khalil Roundtree's kick to the body like like the person owes him money. Let's add that to the head. Maybe, right? It won't be too bad. They're not gonna die. I mean, we saw it in fucking Pride, right? Oops, guy no boob. We seen people in Ryzen do it. It's not gonna kill somebody. At least I don't think so. I hope it don't kill nobody. Maybe with the people now. Maybe what I want to talk about later. But there's no reason at any point in a fight you should be safe. There's no fucking times out. There's no safe tree that you tag and you're like, oh, safe house, safe. There shouldn't be that in a fight, but there is, because we're scared that someone's. I don't know what we're scared of, dude. Let's just implement these, and at that point, let's fuck it. Grab the fence, man. Grab the fence. The fence is there. You're gonna grab it by accident. Most people do grab it by accident, and it's not like they're gonna take a point away. So it's legal. Grabbing the fence is legal. I don't like eye pokes and I don't like crotch, but grabbing the fence is legal. It might as well just make it more legal, right? Imagine a wrestler trying to take you down. You grab the fence. So it just makes it harder for them because fuck wrestling sometimes. Specific type of wrestling. Next big change I'm doing to the UFC is drug testing. USADA. Now, let me say this. Cap knocked the fuck out of Royval. And that was great. That came as a surprise to me as much as it did for Royval. And the worst part, it was an amazing knockout. Good knockout. The problem is that I got this man salty sour taste milk in my mouth, man. I don't want to know in a fight that, oh, this dude is probably roided up and cheating, and the other guy probably isn't roided up and cheating. If you look at Royval's physique, he probably isn't juicing to the gills. But to see a titty hang from your chest, I have no option to feel like, again, sour taste in my mouth. Oh, like there's a part in the back of my head where I'm like, oh, this man only won because he cheated. And I don't want that feeling. If I'm Dana White, I would do all roids or no roids. Either or. Either I want to know there's two fucking beefy ass juice up gills fucking people out here fighting. Izzy came out with a breast against Paulo Costa and he knocked him out. I'm not as mad as that because Paulo Costa was probably also juicing. Paulo Costa's got that secret juice, got that fucking bodybuilder physique going on because he's probably juicing. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% positive. But the plastic he melts off his pee alone, man, I could promise you. I don't promise you shit. I'm speaking on my ass. I'm a character. Don't get me in trouble with this. But there's probably good, possible evidence that this man is juicing. And when there's two people juicing, I feel less guilty about it. But when there's one man obviously juicing with a tit hanging off and another person who's not juicing, probably not juicing, I don't know, you never know, it doesn't feel fair. It doesn't digest properly. I don't want them all juicing and none of them juicing. Either all of them juicing and take it back to the Pride days where we have the fucking scariest, meanest light heavyweights and heavyweights, or let's take it out now where we know they're clean, we know there's no pay to win type of shit where you win by investing money on the best type of steroids. Either or, I'm fine with either extreme, but right now we're like in this weird gray zone where, this guy's probably cheating, but this guy probably isn't. Let's hope for the best. I don't like that. Next big difference is, what the fuck is this? Ticket sales. Carlos Ulberg and Dominic Reyes react to the reports of struggling UFC perf ticket sales. The perf tickets for a fight night event were expensive and they weren't selling. I don't remember if you guys remember that, but that was a big thing during this fight night. These tickets were not selling. Now, for example, Kendrick Lamar ticket prices vary widely by day and venue, but generally range from $60 to $100 for cheaper seats to several hundred or even over $1,000 for premium, floor, or VIP spots. $1,000 for premium floors and VIP spots. Now here I have UFC 324. Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. Main event. Co-main, women's fight. The GOAT, women's fight. But a women's fight nonetheless. And an interim bout main event. Nothing crazy. It's not Alex Pereira. It's not Tom. It's not like a fucking GOAT, most famous person. It's not Ilya. It's not Makhachev. It's just a good pay-per-view. What are the prices? They range between $470 and $4,958. Nosebleeds is $500 for nosebleeds. I'm not gonna see shit. I'm not gonna smell shit. I'm not gonna hear shit. Floor seats are $2,000, 2.6 grand, and they're just gonna get more expensive. $4,000, $5,000, $3,000 for flooring seats. What the fuck? These are just good seats. Good seats cost you. Oh my God, bro. These aren't even that good. Are these even that good? And that's for one ticket. If you want to take a friend, if you want to buy beer, these are online tickets. They're probably gonna fucking charge you for some fucking breathing or fucking like footrest shit, man. There's a lot of hidden fees in this. And they cost this much for what you're getting. It's insane. Nosebleeds here are $500. Nosebleeds at a fucking Kendrick concert. I don't know how big it is. I don't know if it's a stadium. But they're at a fifth of the price at $100, maybe. At the highest, maybe. Fifth of the price. These tickets are not going to be sold. They're not being sold. Carlos Alberg versus Dominic Reyes wasn't being sold. Why? For this reason. They're too expensive. They're look, when it becomes the White House card, though, that's not meant for the people. That's meant for politicians. That's meant for famous, rich people who want to be there. That's a Hunger Games type environment. And I understand that when it's not meant for the fans. This is meant for the fans. This is meant for what? Sydney? The Alberg one, this one is meant for the Las Vegas fans. And you're fucking pricing them out. The majority of them are being priced out. Now we have fucking, like, I love Theo Vaughn and he's in the front seat. Great. That's cool. But we're not having fucking random people come in, just fans who can't afford it or aren't willing and able to afford it. They're just being priced out, man. Anaheim, when they came to Anaheim, California during 312, Makhachev versus Armin and Merab versus Umar. Seeing how empty the seats were during the Jiri versus Hill fight was so disappointing. Because I know there's thousands of people out there who would love to be there in that moment for the feature fight between two of the most exciting fighters, or most exciting fighter in Hill. They were priced out. The price of tickets are just fucking disgusting. Next big change I'm doing as the new promoter, the new CEO of the UFC, is more global fights. This area gets covered a lot. Mexico, we go there good enough. We just went to Rio. It's been a while, but we just went to Rio. Oh, fuck. And I mean, we have some Venezuelan, we have some Colombian, we got some Ecuadorian people. Costa Rican. I understand why we can't go there. I understand why we can't go to Africa. There's places, there's reasons. But the PFL could do it. Maybe we could do it, right? We had our chance with DDP. We had our chance with the three kings of the African kings. And now there's no African champs now. Now it's too late. I doubt Dana White actually wanted to go there. But now it's too fucking late. Who are we going to host it with? Who's going to be like, are we going to get back fucking Matthew Perry? Not his Matthew Perry. What the fuck is his name? God damn it. Oh, I forgot his name. Mike Perry. There you go. Are we going to bring back Mike Perry to host the fucking main event of the UFC Africa? I don't know. Next is all of this, man. We have so much European fighters. Jan Blachowicz, Jiri Prochazka is a fight MMA Guru talks about a lot. And how at this point it's too late to make. One is staying at the top. One is going down slowly. Krylov, Jan Blachowicz, a lot of fucking light heavyweights are European, man. Russians. I understand maybe there's some conflict out here, but Can we not find a safe place to go where people could go and see them? We went to Baku. Why the fuck did we go to Baku? Why? Randomly. We go here all the time. Where is it? Shit, I'm so bad with geography, man. Don't even fucking look at me. I'm just going to zoom out. We went around here to Abu Dhabi, Qatar. We go there all the fucking time. I understand it. It's fine. I want more Asia shit, man. UFC Mongolia. Why not? UFC India. We could go there for when Jubilee hosts. I mean, main events. Jubilee and Pujatoma. We'll go to India, right? I'm more excited. UFC Japan. UFC Japan! Dude, Hiro Prohashka, Kai Sakura, Tatsuro Taira, Kiori Horiguchi. We have the roster. Let's go there while we can. Why didn't we do Kevin Max Holloway versus the Korean Zombie in Korea for his retirement? We could do something, man. We could travel the world, man. Besides Australia, fuck Australia. High taxes, shit cards, man. Let's fucking leave this dump. Bedtime MMA ain't saving this place, man. Look at this. What is all this red shit out here? What is all this red shit? What's a national park? National Reserve. Let's look at photos. Is it pretty out there? What the fuck is this? Wow, Australia is beautiful. Wow. This is coming from a Californian. Nah, I like it. I like deserts. I'm a Californian. Next one is JDM here talks about there should be a button to turn off DC commentary during fights. The UFC commentary has been so shit for so long. So shit for so long. It has been a problem. It's just a problem. It's just a problem. When Lauren Sanko is the best commentary member out there, and I'm not bullshitting, I do think she's the best one. She's had one professional fight and talks like she knows her shit, because she does have to know her shit. Being the only female out there in the commentary booth has her under a lot of pressure, where she now needs to, like, she's surrounded by champs. DC is a champ. Bisping is a champ, the worst champ we have, but he's a champ. Dominic Cruz was a champ. Joe Rogan has a championship worthy podcast and spinning back kick. So Lauren Sanko has to do her homework and prove that she belongs there. And you know what? She's doing an amazing job, and she is one of the best up there. We don't have to have... I'm so fucking tired of pissy ass Michael Bisping being a little sensitive ass bitch fighting with Dominic Cruz. I forgot who he told to shut up. Let me finish my story. We have fucking DC eating on the mic like he's on the fucking COD lobby with your friend. Why, DC? Put the popcorn down. Chill, bro. Your family cares about you, man. Don't make MMA Guru drop a second DC's getting too fat video, man. It's enough. Joe Rogan is checked out mentally, both in life and in the UFC. He's just gone. He's not there. None behind the eyes. Anik is a staple. He's great, but dude's just an ad read merchant. And then who else we have? Michael Chiesa. He's fine. I mean, it's Michael Chiesa. Does anybody really care? At least with Lauren Sanko, we have like an appealing person. I don't know what to tell you. DC, Rogan, they want to have a podcast. They want to try to be funny in the mic. They're not funny. Most of the time, they're not funny. They get muted. I mute them. They have such bad takes. The big three, Bedtime MMA, Lucas Tracy, and MMA Guru, their fucking commentary leagues above this, despite being their first one. If there was an option to turn off commentary, I could guarantee you it will be used. It will be abused by everybody. Most people. Most people do not care for commentary. They want to hear the hits land, the impacts of the kicks, and they want to hear the bodies hit the floor. That's a guarantee. If I was Dana White, Paramount card, cool. There's a button for Spanish commentary. There's Spanish for fucking I don't know, fucking Indian commentary, Korean commentary, Japanese commentary, Spanish commentary, and also a commentary off button. I think that's very necessary. I think that's very needed. Fuck DC. And then finally, yeah, this is Lauren Sanko's record. She last fought in 2013. And she's outpacing the competitors. She's just better. Besides that, I'm done here. Those are the changes I would do to the UFC when I become the president, the CEO. That's what I'm going to do. Tell me down below, what are your changes? Do you want to see more rules, less rules, more referee interactions, more warnings, less warnings? Do you want eye pokes to be legal? Do you want fucking them to come in with hands tied around their arm? Do you want more stand-ups, less stand-ups? Do you want more judges? Do you want less judges? I don't know what you want. Let me know. Let me hear it. And maybe I'll make a part 2. Probably not, but just speak to me, man. I'm lonely. Have a good day. Bye.